In that sense, yes, sexuality also is a door to the divine. Is sexuality a route to the divine? If you want to look at it that way, everything can be a route to the divine. Everything in the existence, every atom in the existence can be a doorway to the divine, if you know how to open it. In that sense, yes, sexuality also is a door to the divine. The reason why somebody might have talked about it is because in many ways it is a certain amount of your life energy is dedicated to your sexuality. Unless you transform it naturally to ensure that the reproductive activity happens and the race is preserved, the human race is preserved, a certain amount of your energy is naturally dedicated to the sexual process. In terms of survival, procreation is an important part of survival, because survival is not just about your body, survival is about survival of the species. So, when the survival instinct is about the species, naturally sexuality has a certain dedicated energy towards it. Unless you can consciously transform it, it is on in the system. You cannot deny it. Maybe it is on to different extents in different people, maybe not to the same extent. In some people it may be very strong, in some people it may be just a passing phase. So can we use sexuality as a way to the divine? I would advise that you handle sexuality as sexuality, rather than trying to make it into a spiritual process, because that involves extreme discipline, which you are not capable of. I would say most of you, almost all of you, are incapable of that kind of discipline which is needed, where a natural survival instinct is involved to bring the necessary awareness to that and take that natural instinct which is trying to fulfill one kind of purpose and to make it into an ultimate possibility. It takes much more than you think. Now, if you have no guilt problems about the basic biology of your body, you conduct it to the extent it is necessary for you as a person. You don't have to meet the social standards, nor do you have to compete with the stud farms around you. Yes. As a person, to what extent is your need, you please see that. Don't set social standards to it. If you go by this, if you do not get involved with what's happening in the social standards, you will see most of you need very little sexuality, actually. People are egged on by what's happening around. They think if they're not like how everybody else claim to be, then maybe they're not living a normal life. Because of these ideas, they are trying to do things which are not essentially them. If you go by your own natural process, you will see most people need very little. Only a few people are hyped sexuality. Rest of them, it is not such a strong thing, it is there, but it's not such a strong thing.